All right, welcome to the Canary in the Cage podcast. It's a big day for America. I'm Ron Morgan. It's my co-host
Dave Havlicek.
We're here to educate you, entertain you, and maybe even make you laugh for a time or two. So, Dave, did I hear we might possibly have a Monero?
Yes,
winner?
we do. It's a twofer from Oliver Chase.
Oh,
so he's tied the record for 2 in a row.
Okay, what did he do?
To remind people, the challenge was, where should Hulk Hogan be placed in Trump's administration? Right.
I still love that one.
So the first thing he said was, I don't know who Hulk Hogan is. And I posted a GIF of a GIF.
Do you not have Google where you came from?
Well, I posted a GIF.
I like the guy, so.
And then he said, I've heard that guy before, but I was born this millennium, and I wasn't watching wrestling in the 1950s like you guys.
Oh, a shot at my age.
So, but I said, well, now that you know who he is, you can at least meet the challenge, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, okay. Then he came back a couple minutes later, and he said he wants Hulk Hogan to be head of the Air Force because Hulk Hogan looks like the kind of dude who'll get high one night and go into Area 51 and free all the aliens.
That is the best answer ever.
And it was the only one, so like we don't have to put him in the wheel. And
I would have did an executive override. That's an awesome answer. I mean, somebody would have had come up with something much better to.
But he also had a question for you.
Oh, okay.
So he wants to know: do you actually believe that there are aliens or alien bodies in Area 51? Oh boy, here we go.
Yes, there are.
Okay.
No. Okay, aliens. I want to believe. It's kind of like Ghost. I unfortunately, I'm the kind of person that needs to see something.
Okay.
I don't like buying online because I want to hold it and feel it and touch it and rub it.
Yeah.
Ew. So, yeah, you don't shop where I shop at. I have to think they are. I do believe we have something going on out there. Because, I mean, if you go back to like Chuck Yeager. Chuck Yeager was an Air Force captain-ish.
Something like that, yeah.
But he was a reputable guy. He has claimed that he's seen UFOs, but now...
Is he still alive?
How the...
Well, you said he's... I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I can't imagine. He'd be like 100-something, wouldn't he?
But he has said that he saw...
He died in 2020, actually.
Okay. Oh, did COVID get him?
I don't... Let's find out.
Yeah. So, all right, Chase, man, great answer. I love it. Keep up the good.
But you got to answer his question though. Like, is it like yes or no?
I do believe
that Area 51 contains aliens.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got
not just that aliens exist somewhere.
No, I don't. I don't believe they're at Area 51. If you want to follow The Simpsons, they're at Area 51B. No, because there's too much hype over that.
Okay.
Have you ever been to the Area 51 area? Not the military.
I drove. No, I did drive up that road where the sign says Area 51 like 100 miles this way, and we didn't go that way. So we just kept going.
You'd have been to the black mailbox?
No.
So on the main road that kind of takes you to Area 51, there's a black mailbox, and what it is you stop there and you can put notes to aliens in there. It's too hyped up for them to actually be there, so probably not.
Okay.
But I do want to believe. You know what? Yes, I do believe in aliens because the Roswell crash, we had a technological boom. After that, there's been metals discovered there that are not of this earth. But it kind of comes down to I want it to be true, so I'm gonna go ahead and say yes.
So no, but yes.
Can't prove me wrong.
But yes.
Prove me wrong.
All right.
Great.
Well,
Chase, keep up the questions. I'm good for it.
Well, he promised to donate some Monero back to us if you answered a certain way. But since you waffled a little bit, I'm gonna leave it on him if he wants to donate.
You're never gonna get a yes or no out of me because is the sky blue? Yeah, most of the time. You'll get that. But because it's the thought process my brain goes through to answer a question, you can tell why I didn't do well in school because I overanalyze everything. I didn't like trick questions on test because I overanalyze it. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into where do we want to start today?
Well, first I need to make an announcement because FEMA really needs to step up. We have another storm coming our way.
Really?
That needs to be dealt with.
In Nevada?
It's bad. It's starting up in the Pacific Northwest. It's also kind of over on the East Coast. and the rivers are overflowing. And they're all kind of heading down, because you know how most rivers flow south? So we're looking at it's overflowing banks. They need to get out there and stop this. The water's being caused by liberal tears.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
They're out of their mind.
That's my favorite part of any Trump administration. Like, the guy could, like, fucking do the whole internment camp. Like, you could do all that stuff, Trump, and, like, the liberal tears, it just makes it all worth it. I mean,
oh, my
the
God.
breakdowns, we have 4 years of memes. It's going to be so fun.
The rabbit holes I have gone down. But now, here's the thing, though. So Trump's already had an effect on the stock market. Russia wants, and we'll get more in detail with stuff, but there's a bunch of stuff that he's doing that's already, he's not doing anything because he's not president yet. Right. But they're fearful of him. But now, it looks like the left might be up for banning abortion and stopping STDs. Because they're not going to sleep with men in the next 4 years.
I saw it. Like,
so, I mean, are abortions gone?
I mean, like, was anyone sleeping with these fat cows in the first place? I mean, like,
come on. Why? I've seen these women who are opposing, threatening the 4-year ban.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. They're not women you want to fuck in the first place.
Right. Well.
The punchline was a George Carlin joke. The setup was different. But the reality is I didn't want to say it on the air, but you set me up, so I had to go for it.
I'll say it.
I'm sure I'm going to get something for that. It's just, it's this 4 year. I mean, we're looking at a point where abortion clinics may go out of business. If they truly, so who gets abortions?
Come on, they're still gonna fuck people.
No, they're adamant. They'll be sucking dick by Thanksgiving.
I mean, give me a break.
No, but there was one girl. She's like, I am never gonna let another guy raw dog me.
Oh, okay.
Do they not have health classes in school anymore?
I don't think so. I think they have they have health classes, but they teach you how to question your gender and that kind of stuff.
So raw dogging is okay. What the fuck?
How to do anal. I do have some bad news for you, though.
Uh-oh.
Kamala Harris could still become the 47th president.
Okay.
She's the vice president right now.
Right, she has to confirm Trump.
No.
In the interim.
Yes, exactly.
So there's a big old fight going on in the White House right now.
Biden's... I saw Biden, grinning, a shit-eating grin on his face.
Did you see
fuck you, bitch!
So apparently, I think it's going to be pretty obvious to point out that Joe Biden does not listen to our podcast.
Most likely.
Because I put out vote early.
Yeah.
I didn't say vote early, vote often, because that's illegal. It's just a Chicago thing. But she voted on Election Day.
Interesting. So did I.
What? But did you see her? You didn't see her picture, though, right?
No.
Bright red dress. Wonder who she voted for. No, I mean, here's the thing. I despise Biden. I despise Harris, and I do, and I've got reasons for it. They were horrible as president and vice president, but I am not really liking that they're blaming Biden for all this. I mean, Biden
they're blaming everybody but them.
No, I know, but Biden went on vacation. He came to do an event here in Vegas. Something happened. He got sick. Had to take a couple days off and maybe be in a coma for a couple days. He wakes up and someone wrote a letter saying that he's stepping out of the race.
Yeah.
So I don't think he had control over that.
Right.
And then, so he's forced out. He's cooed out, basically. And now they're blaming him?
Yeah. What did you expect?
I mean, what the hell?
Was he just going to get his support behind you? I'm they're lucky they got the fucking campaign money. Which, by the way, now that Trump won, he might go after them for that.
He should. They go after SNL, too. Fuck you, SNL. You've always been Democrat-sided. You kind of shifted over this year to kind of, making fun of the Democrats a little bit. So I was kind of digging that. I haven't watched you since the 80s. But I've been seeing clips. And I kind of liked what I saw. But yeah, you go and do that shit. The most obvious election for interference, I don't even know how to word that.
I didn't watch the skit. What was the...
No, they had Harris on.
Yeah, so?
You can't.
Why?
They didn't invite Trump. So...
How do you know they didn't invite Trump?
Because he said they never invited me. And they're going...
he could say whatever he wants.
Well, no, but could they prove it? I mean, I'm sure there's an email form. Why haven't they come out and said, here's the email we sent to him?
I don't know.
Because even... I know that. I was talking to the guy I was running against.
Yeah.
His name's Kelly Quinn. Great guy. And I said, we should have a podcast kind of talk about the issues. I go, we will invite Brittany Miller. She won't show up.
Yeah.
But we will invite her so we don't get in trouble. Even I knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
So that's the thing is like, do you need to invite them if you're doing a comedy skit?
No, it's going on over the air. I mean, you're promoting her.
I don't know if that's. I don't know. Like because
first of all, I take exception.
I'm just saying I don't know how. I don't know a lot of the laws worded.
I have a critical objection to your statement.
What's that?
Harris can't do comedy.
Well, but just put her in front of the crowd and like let her talk. No. It's hilarious. What are you talking about?
There's no premise. There's no punchline. It's just dumb. Dumb just like oozes out.
No, but I really want to look. I want to research the law because they might have like a little loophole there where if you're not
sketch comedy, maybe.
Yeah, if you're doing not doing campaign related stuff, then you can get away with it. So like, let's say for example,
the Saturday before the election, it's not campaign related.
Well, so Trump used to be a TV star, right? So like, if Trump filmed an episode of The Apprentice before the election, he doesn't have to invite the opponent, right? Because it's his TV show, and he's not talking about his campaign.
You know, that question came up years ago, and I don't recall. Because, okay, so...
Ronald Reagan used to be an actor.
Right, but he was done acting before.
Well, yeah.
But there have been radio show hosts that have run for office.
Yes.
And they have talked about this in great detail. That's actually why I know about this. And they said they always have to invite the other candidate to come out anytime they want.
Interesting. I don't know. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up when I get home tonight.
That's their interpretation of the law.
Yeah.
So I mean, because like if you look at like The Simpsons or Family Guy, or they have a completely different set of rules for a TV show.
Right.
Because they get away with some really crazy shit, which I love. Oh, Jesus. So this is not a conspiracy theory. This is a joke conspiracy theory. So some people know Malibu, California is currently on fire.
Sorry, I don't read the Malibu Times like you do.
No, I actually go to Malibu. I like Malibu. I met Sam Elliott there.
You mentioned that.
Yeah,
I don't think you mentioned it on the show, but you talked about your grocery store experience.
Yeah. But
he's a Harris fan now.
I know, he's a white guy. No, I mean, dude, well, we're going to get into that, too. Fuck all of them. Vote with your dollar from now on, but we'll get into that. So, apparently, the homeowners in Malibu that were on the Epstein list or the Diddy list are all burning down their mansions. It's a joke. I'm not saying that. It's just really funny to me. Because they walk in their house, they're like, oh, dear God, Trump, we got to clean this mess up. They're like, dude, there's way too much DNA all over this place. Burn it down. Sorry. I had to get there. And then we're still waiting for Rosie O'Donnell to leave the country.
Yep.
Rob Reiner needs to burn.
Mark Hamill.
Well, no, but Rob Reiner's like, I will light myself on fire.
Oh, really? Oh, let's see it.
But there's one thing that we know that is true about Rob Reiner.
What's that?
He's still a meathead.
Yeah, that's true.
You got the joke.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay, let me explain it to the younger ones. Do not watch this TV show because it may really, really offend you. Archie Bunker was a show in the early 70s.
Yep.
And Rob Reiner played Archie Bunker's daughter's husband, and they lived with him.
Right.
And he called him meathead a lot. And because he is a freaking meathead. So, I mean, is anybody going to track the celebrities leaving the country? They got to, man.
Yeah, you got to plan early for that stuff, because building a website takes a little time.
Yeah, 6 weeks.
Well, did they say if he wins or if he gets inaugurated?
Oh, no. I'm not even, I'm way past that, because that's bullshit. No one's ever left. Rosie O'Donnell said she's going to leave after every Republican ever won. She's never left. Even though I offered to pay for the airline fares, even though she's richer than I am. No, Trump said, I will be released to the Epstein client list. Kennedy, he will be released to the Epstein client list.
He said that last time too.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing about Trump. Like, he says these fucking things and he never does them.
But he said I got conned out of doing it.
Yeah, well, I'll believe when I see it. I'll believe when I see it.
Better be a new Trump. That's all I'm saying.
Like the whole free Ross. You better fucking free Ross Ulbricht on day one.
You better.
Because we will fuck you up. Like, you will never get our vote again. I will vote for Chase fucking Oliver in 4 years. I will do it.
Oh, God.
I swear to God, I will do it. Well, I know we're not going to run him next time, but I'll vote for him fucking anyway.
I'll write his ass in.
God damn it.
Well, no, but Trump, I mean, obviously can't. We just witnessed history. He cannot run for president again.
Right. Well, no, but the Republicans. Yep. I will fuck all of them up.
Because we hate you anyway, but we're kind of like...
We've
extended the olive branch.
Right. We invited you to our convention. You talked to us. You made promises. You better fucking deliver. Because you got the votes, motherfucker. Because I'm looking here. Now, Chase Oliver, he got 5th place in a 4-person race.
None of the above? None of these candidates beat him?
No. Oh. He lost to Robert Kennedy, who was not running. He lost to Jill fucking Stein and Robert F. Kennedy. And he also lost to none of the above, but that's not in every state.
Right, yeah.
In Nevada, he got crushed by none of the above, who I voted for. I voted for none of the above.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I went ahead and cast my vote for Trump.
Yeah, you know what? The last minute, he came up with that or Elon Musk was talking to Ron Paul, and like that really made me think. But at the end, I'm like, man, I just can't do it.
So Ron Paul, I don't believe he's trying to be a cabinet member. He's just,
right.
He's just lending his help.
Yes. Yeah, he's too old to do the full time.
Take his help.
Yes.
So here, I didn't talk about this when it happened. I have one concern about Trump, and it's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
So we all know what he's been through. We all know what they've done to him. I don't need to go through all that. Would you agree that Chuck Schumer was a player in this? Maybe not a mastermind, because if the guy can't even cook a hamburger, so I don't think he could be a mastermind. But he was a player in this. Is that fair to say? I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I don't think so. I mean, he's not. It's also like, okay, when the head of the mafia like is among his buddies, and he says, "I don't like that guy."
Yeah,
they know what it means. Right. Now, I don't know if Chuck Schumer has that dynamic going on, or if he's just a bumbling old fucking idiot, or if it's a mix of both.
I mean, but now you brought up the mafia. A mafia boss, even if he's going to kill someone, he'll go up and kiss them on the cheek and be hospitable, and then take him out and kill him.
Well, yeah.
But the stuff they did to Trump, again, my frame of reference is the FBI went through his wife's underwear drawer. Now, they did a lot more to him, but honestly, if that happened to me, that would piss me off the most. He was very friendly and joking and jovial with Chuck Schumer at an event, that Catholic event.
Oh, that was the roasting event.
I get that, but this was even off camera. They were they were pictured talking and kind of joking around. Why would he do that? I mean, that's a fucking enemy right there.
So that's the other thing is like, now I know Trump's not a part of this Washington crew, but they all, it's like wrestling. It's like pro wrestling. They all pretend they hate each other on camera, but then they all go have lunch together. You know what I mean?
See, but that
like if you elected me to Congress, I would hate every one of these motherfuckers.
You'd be like Massey.
Yes, I would hang out with Thomas Massey and fuck every one of you other motherfuckers.
I just want to make sure we're not being. I don't think we're being duped, because he did a great job 4 years ago, but he did admit to being duped. I mean, he admitted to being taken advantage of. His naivety.
Well, like the other thing, like I brought this up a couple weeks ago when they took a shot at him, right? They could have said, "Hey, Trump, next time he ain't gonna miss. So get in line." So you never know. Like even if he's not doing it willingly, he could be doing it.
I don't know.
Who the hell knows what's going on?
All I can say is we're going to watch you. We're going to talk about you to our 3 listeners. So you better not fuck up. No, I mean, there's a lot of right wingers that are going to, I think, are going to hold you to a higher standard. No tax on tips. No tax on Social Security. So the no tax on Social Security, is that Social Security in pensions or just Social Security?
I don't know.
He never clarified that.
I don't know if, well, the other thing is he needs Congress to do a lot of these things.
Well, we think he's got it.
Well, who the fuck knows? Even if he's got Republicans, it doesn't mean he has Congress. There's a lot of fucking rhinos out there.
Right.
And, like, especially in Nevada, we ran a lot of libertarians that did spoil the races for those Republicans.
Okay.
And, like, they're salty as fuck about it. And I made a tweet about it, or the next post, where I said, look, motherfuckers.
They're wrong.
We're going to keep spoiling your races if you keep running assholes. Right. Stop running assholes.
Yes, run better candidates. But I don't believe that. I don't believe we were spoilers.
Oh, we absolutely spoiled. No. Sam Brown is spoiled by Chris Cunningham. Chris did great.
Good job, Chris, brother. Good job.
He crushed it. He got like 1.5%.
He secured our ballot access.
Yes,
and I like that. Although I'm not running anymore.
He got 1.4%.
I don't know. If Nevada would have been done counting that night, then I would say, yeah, we were spoilers. And saw these results, I'd say, yeah, we were spoilers. But Pennsylvania, Florida, Texas, all declared that night. Nevada, what do we have, like 10 people living in the state? I mean, we're a desolate fucking state unless they're waiting for the alien vote to come.
Ah, there it is.
So there are aliens in Area 51 because I don't know what the fuck we can't. I mean, we're a town that runs on numbers. Everything is numbers in this town.
Yeah, they don't care.
And we can't count to 10 without stopping and taking a break. Hey, if you're really... Do you have a Monero challenge for this week?
I don't, actually.
This is going to be... Okay, this only goes out to the smart ones. And I don't even know how to even do this one. So if you don't do it, I get it. I want to know the states and how they reported votes per hour. How many votes per hour were released? Because
I don't know if we can get that data. I don't think that data exists.
They have the yeah. I just think that, I mean, like, seriously, Nevada, they have like one guy
They must.
counting everything?
Well, I told you the story of how I went to go file, and they're all just incompetent retards. So, like, yeah, I mean...
So on Sunday, before the election, apparently at the election office where they do all the counting,
Yeah.
there were 45 cars in the parking lot.
Okay.
And some Republican ballot watchers showed up. Like, we want to come in.
Yeah.
You're obviously doing stuff. They're like,
Right.
no. We're just setting up tables and chairs.
Okay,
Like, it takes
well, I wanna
45
watch
people
you.
for that. Come to find out, what they were doing is they were pulling all the machines in for the early voting,
Yeah.
putting new paper in there,
Yeah.
tuning them up, and getting them back out for voting day. But shouldn't the watchers have been there?
Yes, I think so. Like,
They
you,
weren't.
can't, you can't touch a machine without
And
watchers.
they did.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I was thinking about this during the election, and like Nevada didn't even start releasing results until 5 minutes before Alaska. So we just avoided last place, and I'm like, Nevada was the steal. Mm-hmm. Nevada was the steal this year, but it didn't matter because everything else was done.
It was too
He
big.
won by the time Nevada started reporting, he already won.
So I'm a skeptic. I question a lot of things. I'm a happy person. I truly am. I'm going to see this, but I am a skeptic. So when I get back home, I wanted to watch the Rumble on Rumble with Crowder, Bongino, so I kind of kept watching them. But my TV was cutting in and out. It's a smart TV. Apparently not that smart. So I did watch on my pad, and they're all saying, "Oh, this looks great for Trump. This looks great for Trump." But everything I see is Harris up, Harris up, Harris up, and I'm just like, "Oh dear God, this is not good." And then enough people started saying that no, if you look at the votes that are out, how they're coming in, the mail-in ballots went first, and blah blah blah. They said this is really good, and come to find out, it was great for fucking Trump. He took every swing state. Well, I guess we still don't know about Nevada and Arizona because they can't.
No, I'm pretty sure
I know they won.
He's been called for Nevada.
They called. Well, but here, so Trump won Arizona.
Okay.
Carrie Lake lost Arizona.
Weird. Maybe Trump cheated. Maybe Trump rigged it all.
Maybe Trump's the cheater the whole time.
Well, there you go.
Maybe only like 5 people voted for Trump, but it showed up with 70 million.
There you go.
What was his total vote? I guess we don't know the total vote count.
Yeah, they're still counting that
I
shit.
need to see this because I want to start digesting these numbers, but because these states are being uncooperative.
Yeah. Right now he's at 73.3 million.
So that's still less than in 2020. Or really close.
Yeah, it's really close.
But I do love the people. There are leftists out there on X. I can't believe 20 million people just decided not to vote this year. And everyone's like, "A dumbass." Those were the stolen ballots.
Yeah. Well,
that's how they stole the election.
So now that graph is like early. So like it's not done. I want to see that graph once everything's done.
Right. That's kind of why I'm kind of back off. Can you bring up? I don't know. I guess I was going to bring up this Wisconsin. And their results over the presidential run for like the last 8 or 9 years. Sorry, stupid. The last since Clinton or Bush Senior. They had it online. I was looking. So Wisconsin is actually a true fucking swing state.
Yeah.
There's the Republicans and the Democrats. And then there's a line down the middle, and there's a red dot here, a red dot there. It bounces back and forth between this line, but it never really leaves the line. It's always there, except in 2020, it was way the fuck over there.
Well, this is what I got.
I probably should. Again, it's one of those I was kind of like not know if I want to talk about it or not yet, because I really want all the numbers to come in.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not what I'm seeing on this website. Because here's 2020, and it's pretty within the range. 2008, they really went for Obama.
I'll find it. Well, I'll bring it up for next week because it was. That's really bizarre. Well, did you hear? Okay, again, something I don't know a lot about. The United States Archive website has been up and down for the past couple of weeks, and they're changing the details of it.
Yeah.
Like they actually changed the definition of a vaccine on this website.
Oh yeah, they did that a long time ago.
No. The CDC did that. On this website here, this is where people go to see the history of the country, and they're changing details on there. That's kind of beyond my thing. But it was a weird thing that I saw.
Here's something for you. Have you heard of the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact?
No.
All right, so a bunch of states, most of them blue states, have agreed with each other to submit their electoral college votes to whoever wins the national popular vote.
Oh,
well, that was Trump this time. So that would mean California, Illinois, Oregon, Washington, Minnesota, New York have to give their votes to Trump.
Maybe that's why maybe that's why not all states are in yet. They're trying to get
so it's not. It doesn't have force of law yet.
Right.
But if it did, the whole country would be red.
Like when Reagan won.
Yeah. Well, that would be fully all 50.
That's my other problem. I mean, I kind of expected Trump to do the Reagan-esque thing. I didn't expect him to get all the states.
Yeah, you're not going to get California in a minute.
I mean, Reagan did.
Yeah, but it was a different time back then.
Yeah. So have you seen the new census was taken recently?
I don't get it.
Yeah, we did. But no, there's a reason I'm bringing it up. So either 2029 or 2030, states they're going to readjust the electoral college.
2030. Yeah.
California loses, Oregon loses,
yep. New York,
Washington
Illinois,
loses, yeah, and then Idaho, Tennessee, Texas, and Florida gain.
Yep.
And they're saying that actually might change the blue wall, which the blue wall is what Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, and Wisconsin. They said that they may not become important anymore.
Well, but the other thing is a lot of those people that are moving are fucking stupid ass leftists.
But they're not mass voting like they used to.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I mean, Texas went red. Florida went red quick. Florida went red like 2 days before the election even started.
Well, Florida is kind of a unique case because they had the whole COVID shit, and DeSantis was like, wait, this is fucking stupid. I'm opening early. And everybody criticized him, and then it turned out he was right. So, that was huge.
Yeah.
And no other state did that. Right? Texas didn't do that. I think North Dakota never closed at all, which, good on them, but that bitch killed a dog, so, that's what happened with Florida, and I don't understand why these other states don't follow their lead. I mean, why is Texas such a retarded fucking state? They're retarded in Texas.
I mean, I brought up some questions about their governor a couple times on the show.
Yeah, what's wrong with you people?
Yeah. Well, there was a county in Texas that a Republican hasn't won since the 1800s, and Trump won it.
Oh, wow.
So, I guess I'll give him that.
Well, Trump's another, he said a second precedent since the 1800s, which is the non-consecutive president.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, so the last time we've ever had two-term non-consecutive president was Grover Cleveland.
Oh.
And he was a Democrat.
Is that the guy from Sesame Street?
No.
Grover.
That's just Grover.
Oh, just Grover, okay.
And he was one of the best presidents we've ever had, and that you've never heard of.
No, I don't know. I mean, I know nothing about him, but yes, you're right.
So this guy, I believe it was in 1893, something like that. There was a hurricane. It hit the northeast coast.
Yeah.
And they sent word to the president and said, "Hey, can we get some federal aid?" And Grover Cleveland was like, "Well, the Constitution doesn't let me do that. I can't do that." So the Congress passed a law, and they said, "Well, we're going to declare that this money goes towards these states for federal aid," and he wouldn't sign it. He's like, "No, there's no constitutional authority to do this. I'm not going to sign this." And he said, and he went beyond that. So that's the part you'll get in mainstream news sources or history books or whatever. But what they don't tell you is that he donated his own personal money, and he told Congress, "Get off your fat, lazy fucking asses and donate your own money." And they were so embarrassed that they started donating their own money and encouraging more people to donate money. And the amount donated was way more than Congress had drafted up and said, let's... Right? So that's how it's done, people. We don't need FEMA. We don't need hurricane aid. I think DeSantis rejected aid, right? Didn't he? For the most recent hurricanes? He said, "No, we got it under control."
I don't... probably, because I don't think Florida was hit that bad. I think
no, but still, I mean,
no, I know, but there was no. I think when Bill Gates was steering the hurricane, he kind of like just clipped Florida and went straight for North Carolina.
No, but look into Grover Cleveland and some of his other policies.
Okay, no, I mean, and that was a tough time to be president. I mean, the Civil War wasn't that long ago.
Right.
No, good for him. No, I love it. Well, that's kind of how I see Massey, though. I think I see Massey as the type of he's a politician for the people.
Yes.
And then Ron Paul, I mean, of course, has always been that way. So, I do dig when I hear that. I kind of hope Trump can get even close to that. So I mentioned before voting with your dollar. So Trump is under attack. Apparently, white men and black men and Mexican men or Spanish men are under attack by the left.
Of course.
Don't. It's not much of a threat, trust me. But Hollywood thought they could come out and win this for Harris. And a lot of them were shocked they couldn't.
Right.
Because in the past, that's kind of how the party swung. That's kind of how it swung. Oh, I like this guy. I'll vote for the way he wants to. Well, that shit's over. And then you bring in Epstein Island. You bring in the Diddy parties. We need to course correct this shit. And the only way I know to do it, it's kind of like I was talking about the media, is we need to take away their funding.
Yeah.
I hope somebody's working on that because right now they are weak.
Let's start doing some anti-ads going forward.
Okay, works for me.
Like we can just record them separately, and then I'll just weave them into the episode. And everything.
I will start doing it then. But now, when it comes to the Hollywood elite, the white men for Harris, fucking Sam Elliott, Bryan Cranston, Jeff Bridges, really, guys. I mean,
what do they got on you? Like what?
That's what, I know. That's the thing. I mean, who in their right mind would come out for her unless they were forced to,
or paid good money?
I mean, I see Jack Black. I understand that he's probably a pedo. Probably. He just looks like the creepy uncle. Which we diddling kids, soon. But honestly, George Clooney. I mean, George Clooney is epic for his sense of humor, for his tricks he plays on people. But fuck you. I mean, seriously.
Well, so I got a problem with this whole thing. I started boycotting these people a long time ago. So like, I can't give them less money.
I mean, like Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
The dude is an amazing actor. I'm not going to take that.
Well, he used to be. Let's be real here. Some of his later stuff.
He's old and he's decrepit, but he's a douchebag. So how about we just stop going to their movies? I mean, we're going to miss something, 2.5 hours long or 2 hours long, and might make you laugh, but it's probably going to be more woke than not.
I can't think of any whole lot of new movies that I watched. I mean, I just don't.
I don't know if I never brought this up here, but in 2016 there was a shift in Hollywood in movie making.
Yeah,
that they wanted to start making movies that were more friendly for China, because China wasn't allowing our movies in because of the nudity or the swearing
or the black people. It's true. It's true. They took who was the I don't know if you watched the new Star Wars movies.
Oh, they destroyed the Star Wars.
But they had one good character. And that was this black stormtrooper guy, who like defected from the stormtroopers, and on the Chinese poster they took him off because you can't have black people in China. They're racist as fuck, dude.
No, Asians are very racist. Not all. I agree with that statement. So when they made that shift, the movies kind of started sucking. Yeah. So what are you missing? So guys, we are
watch old shit. Watch old like if you want to enjoy Robert De Niro, go pick up Taxi Driver or The Godfather part 2. Like
Goodfellas. I mean, he's got actually, my favorite one was him and Ed Norton.
Edward Norton.
It was Edward.
Well, they were in Primal. Was he in Primal Fear? I don't think De Niro was in Primal Fear.
I'd have to look it up. I'm pretty sure those two did a movie together. It's been a long time.
But the other thing is, like, don't watch it on Netflix. Don't watch it on Amazon, because they're getting a cut of that, right? Go to your local...
Blockbuster?
No, record store.
Okay.
I mean, there's one Blockbuster left.
And then in Bend, Oregon.
No, there are record stores. Like, we have one here in Vegas called Zaya Records. Mm-hmm. There's like 4 locations, and they have a big movie section.
I mean, thrift stores have.
Yes, thrift stores. Buy it used because you're not funding these assholes, right? They've already got their cut of that DVD, and then now you have a physical copy that no one can take from you, no one can erase from your library and say, "Oh, it's updated for modern audiences." No, like that's your copy, and you can put it on your media server that we talked about, and you can watch it digitally anywhere in the world. And like you're good to go. You don't owe these people fucking anything.
I mean, so basically, we're like 74, 75 million strong. We came out in big numbers, and I think we need to keep moving. You know, kind of like, was that Mel Gibson in that movie? Hold the line! Hold the line!
Braveheart?
Attack! Yeah, Braveheart.
Or Patriot?
No.
Kind of same movie.
Yeah, it kind of was. I think it was Braveheart, Hold the Line, because I never saw Braveheart. Patriot is one of my favorite movies, but Jesus Christ, I don't have a day and a half to watch a movie.
Yeah.
It was like a 3.5 hour movie.
Yeah, Braveheart's long.
Movie. Braveheart's long too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where were we? So we talked about trying to shut down the movie industry. Again, attack the news people. I mean, CNN is disgusting. They did not announce Trump the victor until 2:45 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
I mean, the fucking homeless guy in the corner was already announcing it. I mean, everybody was announcing it, and CNN's like, nope.
Well, even the AP, once he won Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
it was 267.
Yeah.
But they hadn't called Alaska yet.
But so,
What? Alaska has 3 votes. And it's 267. You need 270 to win.
it was dirty.
And they're like, oh, no, we can't call Alaska yet. They only have 60% in favor of Trump when like 80% of the vote is in.
Yeah.
It's Alaska. When's the last time they voted Democrat? Did they ever vote Democrat?
I don't think so.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, and then as soon as they called it, they just went on this hate-filled rhetoric.
Of course, they have to.
No, we're never going to unite as a country.
Good.
No.
National divorce.
No.
Get it over with.
If we're going to split up the states, cool, let's do it.
Well, let's go. I'm ready.
I'm okay with that. But the reality is we should fight hard for our candidate to win, and once the winner is chosen by an astronomical number, or even by a little number, we should all unite. Because we got bigger fucking problems out there.
Fuck it. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. Full anarchy right now. Private roads.
Dogs and cats living together?
Yes, private roads.
Okay, so...
Why don't you do the peanut thing for your topic, since you didn't have one.
Okay, so...
Do that for your topic.
Oh, do it for my topic?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a good topic.
Okay.
I just thought about that.
Okay.
And then before we get to... are we done?
Well, I just wanted to bring up Judge Michon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's now considering not going after Trump. Now, Jack White, Jack White's the guy from the... I guess there's more than one Jack
Smith,
White.
Right? Jack Smith?
He dropped all charges because his department cannot go after a sitting president.
Oops.
But we already knew that was a piece of shit case. We all know that Judge Michon has a piece of shit case, and he's a piece of shit guy.
Sentencing is in a week and a half, something like that?
Yeah, he's like, I may not do that now. Because he never had intentions of doing it. They wanted to call him a convicted felon. They strung it. Oh, my
God. Well, he better file a civil rights lawsuit. Like, that's another thing, Trump. Like, you need to go after these people. See, I know there's the whole rhetoric of, oh, you can't go after political opponents. Fuck that.
They did.
They went after you, and they committed real crimes, which are all documented. They're all public. They did it out in the open. Fuck it.
That's my other concern. I don't know if he will.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
But here's the thing. It's not for him. And it's not even for us, although we would enjoy the fuck out of it. What they've done to Trump pretty much has made sure that no other businessman will leave his business and get into politics. Right. Because you don't belong there. Well, and they just showed you that you don't belong.
I think Elon Musk would do it. Well, but he's not American. That's the problem.
Yeah. This guy, I don't know if I mentioned this last. He is like a 15-year-old in a man's body. And I'm not putting him down.
Well, he does have Asperger's.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, he does. He's diagnosed.
He is extremely intelligent. He is definitely one of my heroes. But when you see him jumping up and down on stage, that big smile on his face, you gotta love this guy. So I'm really kind of hoping you. But you think about what he risked.
Yeah.
If Harris would have won.
Oh yeah.
They probably would have locked his ass up.
Of course.
So
for whatever, like not crime.
They would have made up something.
Make it up. We'll make up the crime. Yeah, sure.
So yeah, no, I think I've done enough shit talking.
Yeah, well, I got a kind of a lighthearted.
Oh my God! Breaking news.
Oh yeah, what's that?
We don't have. Well, I broke a couple hours ago. The monkeys. The monkeys are out. You hear about this?
I saw your post, but I didn't understand the reference.
So there's a research facility, a bio research lab in South Carolina.
Oh boy!
That lost a bunch of monkeys.
Oh, wow.
Over 40 monkeys have escaped or running the streets. And they're catching most of them, and they're probably not violent. They're probably safe.
Yeah.
Probably. And then
Do they have any viruses in them?
I know. Well,
Did you ever see the movie Outbreak?
I know.
Yeah.
So this is the next pandemic, maybe.
If you're in South Carolina and you see a monkey,
but
don't touch it.
The
don't
lab
feed it.
is like, we have a great way of catching them with candy.
Yeah, I can see that.
So the thing you use to lure these are what kids walk around with right after Halloween? Jesus Christ, what is wrong with these people? And something else popped in my head, but I think it popped out and popped in and popped out as quick as possible. I think I'm good.
Well, I got a little lighthearted story that's not really related to politics or anything like that.
Oh, thank God.
About 20 years ago, somebody posted a song to, less than 20, like maybe 15 years ago, somebody posted a song to the new YouTube and said, hey, can anyone identify this song? And like nothing. No one had any fucking clue. It was like a kind of a poppy Euro new wave shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It sounded pretty cool actually, and it just lingered for years and years and years. Nobody could ever figure out who made the song.
Okay.
And finally, last week, someone identified it. They figured out who wrote the song, who sang the song.
What was it?
So it's just some German pop band called FEX.
Okay.
And the song was called Subways of the Mind, or Subways of Your Mind. And they actually found this band, and they were able to get the master copy. Oh. And now you can go to YouTube and listen to the full song, in full quality. So, I just wanted to bring that up in case people follow this kind of stuff. And it's a nice little feel-good story.
I have a music-related note.
Okay.
So there's a guy out there who plays guitar, and when liberals go crazy and do all this screaming, he puts that to a song.
I saw that.
He plays guitar, and he uses their words. Actually, one of them was a pretty good heavy metal song.
Yeah.
So check him out, too.
Yeah, if you can give me the link for that, I can put it on the notes.
A lot of that stuff, I don't...
okay.
It's not... I'm not unless if I don't talk about, but then I'm just... here, ADD kicks in, and I'm just like... Blah, 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 blah. It's my version of word. I don't have word soup. Is that what they call it?
Word salad?
I have word chili. It's just beans and meat and noodles coming everywhere. The noodles is a Cincinnati thing. I didn't grow up in Cincinnati, but we had some noodles in there every once in a while.
Chili mac, they call it.
Don't fucking tell people in Cincinnati that, dude. Like, seriously, man, don't take that shit serious, man. Don't do that.
They put spaghetti, don't they?
That's noodles.
Fucking weirdos.
And didn't the Bengals just beat the Raiders, too?
I don't know.
I got friends that are Bengals friends, and I don't watch football.
All right, we gonna go?
Yeah.
All right, so I want to talk about household chemicals.
Oh,
It's gonna be a nice little fun one. When you buy cleaning materials or rubbing alcohol or all sorts of various chemicals, you put them in your house, and you don't really usually think about how those can react with each other. What kind of dangers are involved with those? Yep. But you really should. So I want to kind of just go over that kind of stuff. So the first thing I'm going to start with is corrosives, which are acids and bases.
Okay.
So now this is all based around water. So water is H2O, right? 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen. So now acid, well, you can split apart a water into 1 hydrogen and then 1 hydrogen oxygen.
Okay, I'll take your word for that.
So an acid is when you have extra hydrogen atoms.
Okay.
And then a base is when you have that extra OH ion. Okay. So when you mix an acid with a base, what happens is those extra hydrogens want to meet up with those extra OHs and form water again. And so what's going to happen is that reaction is going to take place, and then whatever was attached to the acid or base before will then attach to each other. Okay, and that's going to be a violent, heat-forming, energy-releasing reaction.
Okay.
So if you ever did that experiment in school with the baking soda and vinegar volcano.
Yeah.
That's mixing an acid and a base.
Yeah.
Right? And it produces a big
There's actually a drain cleaning chemical you can put together with those two things.
Yeah. So what you want to do is kind of learn what acids and bases are made of, so that you can tell, okay, this reaction will be violent, this one won't be so bad, but it'll make a mess, that kind of thing, and keep those chemicals separate, right?
Okay, good choice.
And just be more cognizant of where you store your chemicals. So acids and bases are based on are measured by the pH scale, which ranges from 0 to 14.
Yep.
Lower is an acid and higher is a base, and then water is right in the middle at 7.
Neutral, yeah.
So some acids that you might have in your house: hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2, that has a pH of about 5. Vinegars you use for cooking. That's made of acetic acid, which has a pH of about 3. Lemon juice or other citrus juices that contains citric acid, which is a pH of about 3 also. And then one you might not know is toilet bowl cleaner. That's extremely acidic. So that's about a pH of 1. Okay. So you want to keep that one separate from other things. And there's if you're a car person, you might have what's called muriatic acid, which is basically hydrochloric acid. I don't know why they have a separate name for it, but if you're at an automotive store and you see muriatic acid, that's what that is. It also has a pH of about 1. And then some bases you might have in your house: baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate, has a pH of about 9. And it's a powder; it's not a liquid, so they don't have to be liquids necessarily. Borax, that has a pH of 10. Tile cleaners, those are bases which have about a pH of 10. Oven cleaners, pH of about 12. Ammonia is about 12. And bleach is 13. So bleach is the high end of a base. And then, the toilet bowl cleaner would be the high end of acid. So you want to keep those things separate because they will do some damage.
Yeah. Well, where's ammonia in this?
Ammonia is a pH of 12. It's a high base.
Because if you mix bleach and ammonia...
bleach and ammonia doesn't really do it. It doesn't react.
Sarin gas.
Well, it'll make a toxic gas.
Yeah.
But it won't.
Oh, it won't. Okay.
It won't react.
I got you.
In the acid base chemical. So that's the other thing is just because two things are an acid or a base doesn't mean they won't react.
Right.
So you want to look that stuff up too. So that's the corrosives.
Awesome.
So flammables, you have your rubbing alcohol, naphtha, which is a lighter fluid. Propane, WD-40 is very flammable. So you want to keep that stuff in cool, dry areas. Don't put it near the stove, right? Use some common sense. If you're here in Nevada, don't keep it in your garage because it gets super fucking hot in your garage and that could cause problems. And anything else that's flammable, just be sane about it. So oxidizers. Now, the oxidizers are flammable, but they don't need oxygen. So they can start a flame even in a low oxygen environment. And there's not a whole lot of those that you'll find around the house. The one thing that I could find was it's a prescription drug called potassium permanganate.
Sure.
So what you want to do is keep that stuff very secure. Make sure it's labeled properly. Again, keep it away from heat. Keep it away from other chemicals. Keep it away from flames. And that's just a basic list. I'm not going to go through every fucking chemical that'll be in your house.
Just pay attention to what you're using, basically.
Yeah. And then, so since I'm not going to give you all the info, I'm going to tell you how to go find the info.
No.
So one thing you want to do is on the packaging of the box or the bottle or whatever it is, look for the pictograms.
Yep.
So they maybe have a skull and crossbones, or there'll be a big flame. So some of these are called GHS pictograms.
Okay.
And I forget what GHS stands for, but it's just a list of pictures that could be on various chemicals, and they'll tell you what that chemical can do.
Okay.
Right. So learn your pictograms. There's a website that has references. I think they're on Wikipedia. So the other thing is the NFPA 704 symbol, and that's going to be that diamond with the 4 colors: the yellow, red, blue, and white. So learn what those mean. It's not that hard. You can always look it up on a reference. There's a website called PubChem. Okay. And it's basically every chemical you can imagine fully searchable.
Oh.
How it reacts with other chemicals. What you should keep it away from.
Oh,
what
nice.
it's okay
I
to
like
mix
that.
with. Yeah. What the atoms that make it up are. Like everything's on there. It's great. Another thing is actually the Anarchist Cookbook. So, like, this actually has a list of things that if you mix them, this will happen. Right? So, don't get caught reading it maybe on the subway train.
Maybe don't buy it with a credit card. Maybe.
It's available for free on the internet.
Put those fake fingers on you have.
Yeah. No, the Anarchist Cookbook is available for free on the internet.
Stay away from it, maybe.
And the other thing is actually YouTube is a great resource for chemistry. So there's a lot of great YouTube channels out there. Some that I like to watch are Nile Red and Nile Blue. It's the same guy. I think the difference is Nile Blue does more food-related stuff.
Okay.
Where he'll make something from scratch and eat it himself. And then Nile Red is the more other chemicals.
Yeah.
And Nighthawk and Light, like this guy's pretty good. He rediscovered what was the material? It's like a fireproof material and super insulating. I can't remember the name of it, but go look up his videos.
Cool.
There's some good stuff there. And then Chemiolis goes through a lot of like really exotic chemicals and how to make those using a home lab.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's what I got.
No, it's very important to know your chemicals and know what to mix and what not to mix.
Right.
I have seen buildings evacuated because the cleaning crew mixed the wrong chemicals.
Nice.
I will say this: there was a time I was. I'm going to be very vague on this. I was at a store. And the guy goes, "Hey," the guy who owned the store, "Hey, if you mix this chemical and this chemical together, it explodes." I go, because I would possess those two chemicals in the same room where I worked at. He's like, "You want to see it?" I'm like, "Sure." He took his house and he mixed it together. He goes, "Oh, I can only use a small amount because the last time I did this, cops came. So I blew out a bunch of windows." But it was just funny that the guy is mixing this shit out in the alley and just blew it up. I don't really want to discuss what the chemicals are because they're very easily obtainable. But yeah, and the other most important thing about cleaning chemicals. Fabuloso is not a cleaning chemical. It's colored water, people. There's a reason it's like 99 cents. It's sold at the dollar store. So Fabuloso it smells good though. But it's not a cleaner.
There you go.
One thing I do want to bring up before I get to my topic, which I just found out I have a topic. So I have made a lot of crazy things about the next couple weeks, or the next 6 weeks. I want to discuss that with you next week to kind of see where you feel, because I still believe nefarious shit's going to go down. The rhetoric is not changing.
There we go. Order 66.
Well, no, I was listening to another podcast, the one I don't normally listen to, and it was a guy and a girl, and they were talking, these podcasts, a lot of them are selling hate, and they're pushing hate, they're pushing violence, and they're like, there's not going to be any violence, people, everybody needs to relax. And I'm like, I'm listening to them, and I'm like, fair enough. They have their opinion, I have mine. But then they made a comment right after the no violence is going to happen.
Yeah.
The guy goes, well, they're not going to let Trump in office. And I'm like,
what?
I didn't even try to crash my truck.
What does that mean?
How the fuck do you not let him in office and violence doesn't happen?
Right, yeah, it'll happen, of course.
I don't want to be selling hate or fear, but I want to look, we'll get into this a little bit next week, I think. Because I do want to be honest about people, honest with people, but I also want people to understand that you might need to prep just in case. If nothing happens, who cares? We move on and have a happy life. So, yeah. So the topic I'm going to bring up today is, it's not really a prepper thing or even a survival thing, but it's a great example of fucking government overreach. We need to find justice for Peanut and Fred. I'm a little bit pissed off because Peanut's getting more attention than Fred.
Yeah.
Fred was a raccoon.
Yeah.
I mentioned before I had a raccoon when I was a child, so I'm kind of favor the raccoon over the squirrel.
But he didn't do tricks.
Yeah, I know, but come on, man. They got the little like bandit looking thing, and they look like a robber, and they do their little claws and they dip their.
No, I love. I prefer animals like that over cats and dogs, and part of it is I'm allergic to cats and dogs, which is why you always hear me sniffing. It's not my $1,000 cocaine habit.
I got a lot of cats and dogs in this house.
No, but I don't really like dogs that much. They're kind of stupid, you know, like you fake throw a ball and then go run after it.
My dog knows that you show up around one time because he goes. It's not you. I mean, he just knows that someone's showing up. The dude, he's like looking
but
up.
I prefer cats over dogs, but I would really prefer like rodents and things like I've had rabbits, I've had hamsters.
So I guess we should fill people in because a lot of people probably don't know about this. In the state of New York, he was a TikToker or a YouTuber.
Well, he was nobody.
But the squirrel did tricks online.
No, but he was a nobody.
Right.
And he found a squirrel that had been hit by a car.
9 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
and he nursed the squirrel back to health.
Yeah.
And then he became a TikToker.
Right. But that's how they found out about it.
Yes.
He was, because, I mean, honestly, if you got a squirrel in your house, I mean, government better not know about it. But yet he went on the internet with it. And I give him credit. The dude trained a fucking squirrel.
Yeah.
So you got to give him credit. And there's a guy, we already know who the whistleblower is up for him. And I hope he's getting some lovely emails. And I hope he knows all the new swear words. No violence, but let's make sure he realizes he's a dumbass.
I thought it was a woman.
So
I thought it was a Karen.
No,
was it a guy?
It may have been so the Karen may have told this guy. This guy worked for the government.
Oh,
so
okay.
He's the one that moved forward with all the. So basically, they raided this guy's house, grabbed the squirrel, grabbed the raccoon, and killed him.
Right.
Why not just kill him? They're like, oh, we need to know if they have rabies or not. The squirrel's been in the house for like 9 fucking years.
Right, what the fuck are you talking about?
They don't have
rabies.
It's a
pet squirrel.
And they could have done so many other things. They could have donated them to another shelter, to a wild animal rescue.
But just do nothing. Leave the guy alone.
Give him back to the owner, which they should have done.
Don't even show up. It's like, wait, if you can receive a call that says, oh, the guy has a squirrel in his house, hang up the fucking phone. I don't give a fuck if he has a squirrel in his house.
But they went to a judge and got a warrant. So that's where your property rights kind of disappear when the judge signs a piece of paper. I don't know. It really pisses me off. I'm actually looking for a little plaque or something for the wall over here. This is my wall of government abuse. Actually, I should put Waco, Texas up there twice. There's a whole bunch of shit that, you know.
No, but actually, this does kind of tie into prepping. Like, I know you mentioned it doesn't, but I mean, you know, like maybe you have chickens or whatever is your pet, like a snake. I mean, whatever's your thing, right? That's on you.
Yeah.
Right? Prep for that, right? Like, prep to have the government come and murder your family member, right? Like, they will do it.
But the problem is, when they've got a warrant, you got to comply.
You don't. Make it hurt. Look, I'm not going to advocate breaking the law, but you know, the founding fathers had warrants on them. There's a
fight you can fight. It's a fight you can live to fight another day.
I understand. Like you're okay. Understand this. You will lose the battle, but you won't lose the war. And you might not be around to see the winning of the war, but fuck these people.
Because the government shot and killed you?
Yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like, again, like, this is your family member, right? Yeah. If you're not going to, if you aren't willing to go to war for your family member, you're never going to do it.
Live to fight another day.
I don't know.
When they come knocking with the warrant, their testosterone's flaring.
I don't give a fuck.
They think they're going to take you out.
I don't give a fuck.
There's numerous examples of that. Unfortunately, and I really don't like this, but I now know what abortion by fire.
Yeah, you already went over
I know, but I can't. It happened at Waco.
But so my point was prepare, right? Prepare for them wanting to do this. And have a plan ready. Whatever that plan is, have that plan ready.
Dig a hole in your front yard, put a rug over it.
Whatever the plan is,
the rug and fall in the hole.
Whatever the plan is, have a plan.
Comply.
Oh my God.
Trust me, those words do not come out of my mouth very easily.
They're going to murder your family member.
Yeah,
I mean, like, okay.
I can't argue with you because you're right.
When Hitler said, "Hey Jews, get on the boxcars," he had a warrant, or the German equivalent of a warrant. They were doing everything legally. I would not. Fuck you. Kill me. I'm going to take you out with me.
Cops shoot too quickly these days.
I don't care.
Okay.
Have a plan. Be ready. And before we close out, I just got an email.
Ooh.
Dina Titus, you have been served.
Oh, Lordy.
I will see you in court.
So one day she wins the election, which she probably didn't actually win, but in Nevada she won. And a couple days later she gets served by the Canary in the cage.
I think we're ready to call it.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's the show.
See you next week.
People. Love you, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us at the Canary in the Cage podcast.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share us to help build the community.
You can find us at Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, or your favorite podcast app, and even on the dark web at I2P.
Thanks for listening, and see you next time.